Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Papa's Place. Guys, it's getting close to Christmas time, and I know some of you out there just don't know what to get your husbands and wives and loved ones for Christmas. So I thought I'd done this last year. I'd do it again this year to give you some good ideas. If you got a loved one that likes out in the yard and in the garden and stuff, or kind of a DIY person, likes using tools and such, I'm finna show y'all a few things that you can get him or her. So starting out with, we're gonna start here with this Saker. I'm saying Saker, it's S-A-K-E-R. This is a mini chainsaw. I know some of you right now saying, yeah, you do a lot of videos on these little chainsaws. Well, I'm a little tool freak, I admit it. And this here is a Saker, and I really like this one. Got a good hard carrying case, good metal buckles on it, where some of the other ones just got old plastic buckles. Case ain't quite as sturdy as this one. And I've been using this one here. This here is a 20 volt. Now the one I purchased here got two 20 volt lithium batteries. Just plugs in like that. It's real light, but it feels good made. It's got a safety button right here, just like anything nowadays. You have to push with your thumb before you pull the trigger. Got a little hand finger guard here on it. It comes with a little charger. Plugs straight into your battery. And a little red light will come on, and when it gets fully charged, a little green light comes on. Comes with a little tool that you can take your blade here off, and it's got a little bottle of oil. These little handheld chainsaws, they don't have no oiler on them to oil the chain. Just every time you get ready to use it, just put your little oil right here around the chain, and that's all you need to do. Now, if you're using this to cut like your fruit trees and stuff, you can just use your cooking vegetable oil. That's good enough. You ain't gonna cut that much with these to wear the chain out or wear the bar out. You can just use cooking oil if you're cutting on your fruit trees and maybe your berry vines and stuff. Other than that, I just use lightweight oil just like I oil my guns with. But all it is one screw here. I'm gonna get y'all up here a little closer. But I'm just showing y'all this in case some of you ain't never seen one of these little chainsaws, how small they are, and how you operate them. You loosen that nut right there. And this one here comes with a little screwdriver. And right behind the bar, I don't know if y'all can see it, there's a little screw right there. That's where you turn that screw to tighten your chain. And then you just tighten the bar back down. But to remove it, just take that off. I'll go on and remove it and show y'all real quick. There's how you remove the bar. And guys, you see that right there? Good metal sprocket. Now if you buy one that's got a plastic sprocket right here, it ain't that good. It ain't gonna last you that long. You stick this back on there. There it goes. Put the nut on there. Like I said, if you need to tighten the chain up, take the screwdriver and turn that little screw. You won't want to tighten the crap out of this. Just a good little snug there is all that needs. But I don't think a person can go wrong buying this for their female or their male loved one. If they're outside person gardening or yard and stuff. If you ain't got one of them, I promise you that's a handy little tool to have. I'm going to show y'all a little clip here of me using this one and cutting it. and then we'll get back in here and I'm going to show you some more things for Christmas gifts. But when you watch that video, there's one thing I'll point out in that video. When you go to cut something, don't just lay it up there on the end of the limb or something like that. Put the limb back here toward the back and then turn it on and then it cuts. And also you don't bear down and shove this through something when you cut it. You turn it on and you let it cut it its own free will. You start trying to shove it through real hard, yeah, you'll overload these little motors. That's the same thing with a big gas powered chainsaw. But anyway, let's watch this little video. And then when we get back, we'll look at some more items you can get your loved ones for Christmas. Guys, just like with anything, there's a little art to using these little saws. When you're going to cut something, put the limb down here at the bottom. If you start out up here on the top, it's going to grab and want to jump. Alright guys, so that there's the Saker 20-volt mini chainsaw. For most of these gift ideas I'm going to give you, there will be a link in the description below this video to where you can go purchase this. I'll make it right and be easy for you. But you can go check these out. Next up, we'll leave this sitting here. Next up, guys, ladies, friends, it's cordless tools. Now, if your husband or your wife has some cordless tools already, they probably love them. But one of the easiest ways, one of the easiest Christmas gifts to get, but you need to look at what brand and what volt. Just like mine here is all cobalt 24 volt. So if my wife is going to buy me a new tool that I don't have here, I want it to be a cobalt 24 volt. That way I can use my same battery and my same chargers that I got several of, and all my tools run off the same battery. You start buying one of this one, one of that one, one of that one, you ain't got but one battery for each one of them, one charger, your battery quit, then you ain't got a tool. So the main thing here is find out what your loved one has, and I keep saying loved ones, I keep wanting to say what your man got out there, but today's world we're living in is just probably more women out there use these tools than some of these younger men. But find out what brand they got, what bolt it is, and then look at what they got. I mean, for example here, there's a drill. Well, if they got a drill, you got a 3/8 impact. I ain't even got my 1/2 inch impact. It's over there somewhere. You got a 1/4 inch impact. You can get a circular saw. You can get a sawzall. You can get a jigsaw. You can get a grinder. You can get a work light. You can get just a handheld light. You can get a fan. Some of them's even got radios. And this ain't all of them. This ain't all Cobalt's got. This is just what I got. So there's your easy gift right there. And if you want to spend enough, an awesome gift would be one of them big sets that comes with a lot of this stuff right off the bat. So there's you another gift idea. Ain't charging you a thing for it. You can't go wrong though. You can't go wrong if your loved one has got power tools and you buy them another piece of the tool set that they don't got. Guys, here's another one that I don't have the Cobalt for, that I wished I had the Cobalt for. This here is a battery powered cordless hedger. And I got a video out using this. Now this ain't something you want to go out there and do no heavy duty hedging, but you got just a little bit of hedging or just some pieces here and there. I like running and getting this. I use this a lot out in the garden. But that's you another idea. I just forgot that tool and wanted to grab it, but a hedger, especially if you can get it in the same brand of whatever tools your spouse has got that you're buying for. Now another great idea here, especially if you're a homesteader and you maybe raise quail and you clean them, or rabbits and gardening. I use this right here in the garden and stuff. But one of my favorite things is when I'm cleaning a bunch of quail. This here is called a game wash. This is actually sold for duck hunting when you're washing ducks and stuff. But I mean any kind, even squirrel, rabbits, especially when you cut them up. But you just hook your water hose right here on the bottom of this. And you just, on the inside of it, it's got a little baffle here that makes that water go around and around and around. I keep a lid on it because I don't want no dirt nothing to get in there. But I use this for quail, squirrel, and one of my favorite is fish. You go crappie fishing and catch you some white perch, and you come in and you scaling them, skinning them, cutting their heads off. You have this hooked up over there, throw them in here, because you know you still always going to have some scales loose on them fish. But this here is steady water running around and around, and it's coming over the edges, and all them scales just flush over the side. Same way with quail. You breasting out quail, throw them in here, you still got them loose feathers. By the time you get to that last one, it won't be a feather in here. Them loose feathers just come over the side. Ain't nothing but pure clean water, because it's steady putting fresh water in your hose. Now that's one thing about it. You got to set this out of the way somewhere, because it's going to put out a lot of water according to how much time you spend on skinning. But that's a little different gift that some of your spouses or hunters or homesteaders ain't seen, because it's sold in the hunting department. I'll try to put a link to the website below, because I actually got this a few years ago. I just got it straight from their website itself. Wild Game Washer is what it's called. Well, it's called Cowboys Wild Game Washer. And I just ordered mine straight from them. So I'll try to find that website and put it in the description below this video. But that's something right there that you could get that would probably be unexpected. I have put turnip greens in here. Go out and harvest turnip greens and stuff, and you put them in there, and it's kind of washing them, because it's spinning them around and around. The water's coming over the top, and if you got any bugs, see, they just come over the top and go out. So it's good for you gardening people out there also. Now, I just saying this because stocking stuffers. You know, a person kind of likes when he gets things, even though they're little cheap gifts, you like to receive stuff that you can use. Well, I'm going to tell you, it ain't many DIY people that don't use a whole lot of zip ties. Pick up a bag of zip ties and put in their stocking for a stocking stuffer. Black electrical tape, duct tape, just simple things like that that you can buy and put in a stocking. Easy stocking stuffers makes great gifts. It's better than just some little rinky-dink something that's ain't gonna get nothing done with it but throw it away after you look at it and say, wow, thank you. Well, I like thank you, yeah, I can use this, yeah. And here's one that a lot of people don't get. Or later they late getting it after they get a bunch of other tools, but a Dremel tool. You get a little Dremel tool and a little set of bits to go with it, or if your spouse or loved ones like me, I got 2 Dremel tools, but most of my parts has done been used up. I could use a new set of Dremel tool kit that comes with different parts in it. That would be an awesome gift. Guys, I'm just giving you real gift ideas here. Ladies, maybe you're not an outside, you know, participate with your husband outside a lot, but he's an outside person and a DIYer. This is some things that I guarantee you, if he's got a Dremel tool, he can use a new tool kit. If he can't, he'll be using it later on, because the things that come in here, these little bits, don't last that long. Same thing with drill bits. Drill bits nowadays don't last no time. And anybody that does much drilling can always use another set of drill bits. You always get, just look at mine, look how many's missing out of there that's been broke. So drill bits makes an awesome Christmas gift. Maybe your loved one's a gardener. Maybe you're a gardener yourself. I don't know about y'all, but pruning shears, they come in all sizes. You can see these here look pretty new. That's called, yeah, they are. I got 3 sets and I couldn't find but one, and that was the oldest set. So I bought these, and then after I bought these, I found one of my other pair. But they make great little Christmas gifts. Because anybody that works out in the garden a lot, they either, their shears has done got dull, or they like me, they lay them around and forget where they at, and the more you got, the more apt you are to have a pair when you need them. Little gardening tools, which all I got here is the little rake and the little shovel, but it comes with a couple more little pieces. Good gifts. One of my favorite gifts is this right here. Now, I call this a mini pickaxe is what I call it. But Harbor Freight has these. And I went in there one day and I seen that. And I said, well, I ain't got nothing like that small. You know, I got a big pickaxe. But you'll be amazed how much I use that little pickaxe out in the garden. I mean, it's got a point on one end, a flat end on that end. Harbor Freight. I don't think it, like when I bought them, I think it was like $6 or something. Fiberglass handle. You can't beat that. Watering wine. Yep, this is a new one. Ain't even Christmas, but I already bought myself one for next year, because mine messed up at the end of the year. The handle wouldn't turn on and off. This here is one of these drams. I really like it better than any one I ever had. Dram, D-R-A-M-M. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I try to put a link in the description below where you can get it. But I really like the dram. I like how the water comes out at the end of it. It ain't so hard it hurts your plants, but yet it's enough that it waters the plants good. Maybe you're into seed starting, or your loved one's into seed starting. Heat mats, start your seed on. I started out, I had just one of these. I think I got 3 now. Actually, one of them's out in the rabbit pen right now because I put it under my rabbit box when the babies is born to keep the rabbit box warm. Actually, that's one thing I told my wife to get me this year. I'd like to have a heat mat, but I'd like to have the 2 foot by 4 foot long. Great Christmas gifts. Anything you use in the garden, I'm the type, I'd rather on Christmas morning open it up and there be a little bottle of liquid 7 or a thing of blood meal or a thing of bone meal, stuff that I'm going to use in the garden all the time. Anything like that, I'm always going to use it and always need more of it. You can get me a big 50-pound bag of fertilizer and I'll be happy. I like getting stuff that I can use or going to use or save me from having to buy it later because I'm going to need it. But that's how my mind thinks, and I think if a lot of people would think that way, instead of trying to come up with this perfect gift, think about what they do and what they use, and a lot of times they'd be happier with that. So let's see what else we can scratch up around here, what kind of ideas. Guys, here's a couple right here that I use all the time. And I got a big one, but I actually like this small 5-gallon shop vac. Because it's big enough that it sucks good, but it's small enough I can grab it and take it out there when I want to vacuum out the floorboards of my truck and such. Another thing is these pressure washers. Now, I've owned gas-powered pressure washers. And I guess if you're doing some heavy-duty farm equipment, I don't know, but this one right here, I like just as good. This one here puts out about as much pressure as the old, I call them old-fashioned car washes with the hand one, because you don't see that many of them no more. Nowadays they drive through mess and all that, but this thing's got just as much pressure with that, and I've washed the side of our house as vinyl siding, my travel trailer and camper trailer, and this thing does great. But they light enough so you can just grab them and take off with them. If I need to go out there, I try to pressure wash my rabbit and quail pens at least twice a year, and they just light and handy. That's 2 more great ideas. If your loved one's a hunter, you can look right behind me. If they're a duck hunter, maybe they need a new pair of waders. Them there ain't been worn so long, I'm mad if I put them on, they leak. I probably need a new pair myself, but I don't plan on going hunting anytime soon, so I wouldn't want my wife to waste money on that, because that's not what I'm into at this time. But there ain't no telling what y'all seeing in the background in this shed. This is kind of my everything shed. I got all kind of stuff stored up in here, from rabbit food to water for myself. But guys, I just wanted to give everybody a little idea, something to think about since Christmas is so close coming up. But I will say, if you got a little homestead, a little home place, and you ain't got one of these little 4-inch mini chainsaws, you don't know what you're missing, how handy it is when you need to cut a limb or something. Just run in here and grab this little thing, go out there and cut it. Like I said, this ain't the first one I got. I've actually done give 2 away for gifts. I think I got this one and 1 more, but like I said, this here will make you a great Christmas gift. It's the Staker. It's Saker. It's the Saker. I'm saying Saker. S-A-K-E-R. 20 volt. Like I'm saying, there'll be a link in the description below where you can get this right here. And I don't think you'll go wrong. But guys, I hope this does give y'all some little ideas. I'm just out here trying to make a video and give you some ideas on what to get your loved ones, and I hope y'all all have a great day, a blessed week. God bless. See y'all next time.